Hi, my name is Kenneth Crow. I'll be doing a video blog on spiritual integration. My first thing I'm supposed to say is I have read Counseling Principles and Christian Beliefs, Integrated Approach by Denise Daniel. It was very good. It talks about a Christian integrated approach to the 6 APA principles, or core ethical principles and moral principles and it also talks about how you're not supposed to impose them towards the end of the book, and how you avoid becoming biased, but also using them to your advantage. So an ACA code I've grown harmonious with that I thought initially I would never be able to is B1A, Multicultural and Diversity Considerations. It basically involves being self-aware of other cultures and dealing with people of different culture. And originally I thought I was going to have some bias related to it forever. I was raised in a specific way, the South Baptist. I've grown up in a different life, and some cultures I have grown to learn about and just do not understand. But throughout the semester, throughout reading Legal Ethics right here, the textbook, I've learned how important multiculturalism and awareness of other cultures and diversity is to the field, how advocacy for it, how learning more about it, how becoming more a part of it, how being culturally humble, it makes you a better counselor. And I didn't realize the importance of this at first, especially I didn't realize the statistics of people who are of different cultures that now see people of different cultures. That sounded wrong. I'm sorry. I did not understand the prevalence of the diversity involved in the field. And now that I've grown more aware of that, I've grown more harmonious with that ACA code, and I've grown to accept it. Also, during Bible study, I go now once a week. I have been going once a week for a while. I've learned more about certain things in the Bible that are similar to this principle, such as God not judging anybody any differently, no matter what skin color, culture, race. He believes everybody is the same. Everybody has their faith, and their actions support it. And ultimately, everybody is put on the planet to worship him and love him and do things in his name. And it does not matter what you are, what culture you are, how you grew up, diversity. Everybody's equal. And that is something that I've grown to learn, especially with this one source. I've been using it throughout the entire semester. It's literally called Counseling Education. It's a journal article published throughout 2015 and updated in 2023. And I've seen videos on multiculturalism, and watching those videos for this and one of my other classes, it's completely, it's distinguished from the other classes. It's not a source from any of the other ones. Watching those videos it's made me more aware, and I've grown to understand why this is such a big thing as in the ACA. Now, a code that I am not still harmonious with is information shared with subordinates. And I had an assignment a couple weeks ago in which I watched a video of a subordinate absolutely blowing it up, telling a husband that it was his wife, who they were in a divorce crisis or going through court or whatever, it was a client there, and she breached those ethical codes. And this is more personal than faith-based. I don't think subordinates should be shared with that kind of information unless they're completely trusted and screened through. I know it was just a video, it was an ethical violation, but you as the counselor should know who your subordinate is, and I don't think it should just be ethical to violate that as a subordinate. I feel like it should be signed and legal, and there could be some consequences that come with it besides getting fired, because you don't know what kind of domino effect that could have on somebody else's life. And I'm not harmonious with sharing that kind of information with subordinates and being responsible for it, especially if they're going to end up causing me trouble in the long run. Now, an effort I'd take to resolve this problem would be, number one, I'd raise my concerns with the ACA, with my state board, with whoever, about hiring subordinates for this field. Number two, I would probably consult with some of my colleagues. Like I definitely wouldn't become biased towards any of the people who already work for me or who are my subordinates when I'm a counselor. But I would talk to my colleagues if I had any suspicions, any concerns, and then honestly I would end up talking to them and realizing if they share the same principal beliefs and reserving that confidentiality with others, then maybe would do just fine. But I would definitely consult with some of my colleagues or maybe even my supervisor towards my concerns about information being shared with subordinates with my clients.